Hey everybody, it's your Geek here and welcome back to S.W.A.N. Chernobyl Unexplored. Where we left off, we had two patients chasing us who seemed to be affected by something that's messing with them horribly, to the point they're able to fuck with our minds, and it's hard to explain. Like, this institute was working with looks like working with patients who had these unique abilities and doing inhuman experiments on them to the point where they now have lost themselves. But anyway, let's get back to it. Right, let's go out the door. What's that?
Don't go that way.
Turn back.
I said, don't go that way.
Come on. I have ways to go. It's a trap. Well then. Ah! Why would you? Ah! Fuck! Fuck this game! Fucking hell! Why is that person levitating? You stay away from me. Oh, come on! Hi! Oh no! I don't like that! I don't like that at all. Can you open? Thank you. Oh, what the f... This is one of those dimension portal spheres I'm on about. Whoa. Who are you?
I am an entity born from experiments that had been taking place in this institute. Those who had witnessed my creation called me the S.W.A.N. phenomenon. I developed my own consciousness, and I exist trapped between reality and abstract space-time.
What experiments were those? Why were they undertaken?
I was never a regular person, even though I vividly remember the time when I lived free as a human. My condition was incredibly difficult, and no medical doctor could help me. The symptoms increased to such a point, I was becoming a danger to myself and my surroundings. I then got rejected by my family and persecuted by various people. They tried to kill me.
Keep talking.
One day, I received a message from a professor who said he was familiar with my case and thought he could try to help me. He claimed to be the founder and director of a specialist facility for people with rare, unknown and dangerous ailments. I was supposed to be put to various tests and undertake experimental treatment methods.
Professor, what's that? Kadanovsky?
Yes, Professor Andrei Kaidanovsky. I saw you getting into his office. Even his notes speak of what despicable man he is.
What exactly happened when you got here?
Departure for the Institute was a blessing to me, an escape from a life full of suffering and becoming sicker by the day. Only here was I given a glimpse of hope, a slight shadow of a chance for a cure. For the first time, someone had reached out a helping hand. When I met Kaidanovsky, he was extremely kind-hearted, promising his full involvement in my conditions research and attempts to bring me back to full health.
What was next?
Everything changed when the research has started. I very quickly realized that something else was the main objective here, but it was too late to back out. People like me got locked up in here and were kept by force. They were used for research on obtaining and isolating the so-called S.W.A.N factor for the Soviet Army's needs, apparently.
What is that factor?
It is a factor present in anybody infected with the S.W.A.N type disease. It makes them unique and grants special abilities, not necessarily good ones. According to the professor, due to the incredible power of my symptoms, I was a great potential source. At the same time, the level of complexity of my illness was extremely high. Experimental methods used by Kaidanovsky did nothing. It frustrated him greatly, triggered some inhuman instincts, even drove him mad. He'd work on my case for hours. I was not indifferent to that. I was suffering and feeling inhuman pain.
And what happened to you then?
Thanks to the power of all the devices constructed especially for me, the factor had finally left my body by itself. It divided into two separate entities, light and shadow. I am the shadow entity. You could say that the original me died. However, my consciousness keeps on living in those two elements separated by the factor.
Where is the light part?
At this moment, I have to warn you. The portal you've located, thanks to the Mind Reader, did not appear for no reason. Mind Reader was created in this institute to find those portals and destroy the dimensions they lead to. But for the portal to form and the creator to be able to walk through it, something terrifying is required. If you have special abilities, it is possible to possess a person's life essence through murder and modify space-time to a point. The existence of each portal means somebody's death.
Keep talking.
Portal's creation destabilizes your human reality. Changes happening in parallel dimensions are starting to have a destructive impact on this world. This is why they have to be destroyed as soon as possible. It is not possible to determine what can happen exactly, but any disturbance to the space-time continuum structure may have terrifying consequences for the whole mankind.
Do you suspect the portals are created by the light part of a phenomenon?
It is not to be excluded. After my incident, various tragedies started happening in the Institute. Someone or something started to wreak havoc in here. Chaos took away many lives and new portals were created. It is a lie that the patients did this, although it is most likely what you will read in the staff's notes. I believe it is something much more powerful, some unknown force. This is why the Institute's personnel was trying to fight it so frantically, constructing the Mind Reader in the process.
Do you know what exactly happened to my unit? Where are my people? Are they alive?
You shall find out in due time, as I'm sure we'll meet again. In a moment, you will enter the so-called intermediary room. It is a place between the human world and the extra-dimensional one. That's where you get to the memory wasteland, one of the parallel dimensions. That's where the dimension's creator's thoughts are stored and form the foundation for the dimension's existence. When you destroy them, you return to the Institute, and the dimension ceases to exist. Maybe you'll find more portals when you explore the corridors. Remember, each of them means somebody's death.
Another radio here. Nice. Many wastelands, as if it has come my second time. I am starting to lose my senses while looking for other people's memory scraps, so that they can replace my memories. The more I do it, the more I wonder if what I do makes any sense. At the end of the day, the patient's thoughts are their escape from everything that constrains them inside the Institute's walls. I know that those people presented danger to their surroundings, but they have created the world in which they are free. And here I am, stuck in here and destroying everything. I need to speak to Kalandowski when I next return to the Institute. Every time I come here, I pass through a strange portal. When I enter it, bliss overthrows me. I do not feel pain nor fear. Everything bad disappears from us for a split second, like in the dying person's last moments. The most scary thing is that this incredible power has arisen from a horrifying crime. Freedom of escape tempts the patient and pushes them to the worst atrocities. Are their actions possible to ever be forgiven? The mind reader system is one of Professor Kalandowski's and the Institute's director's innovations. The mind reader is a tool for the detection and obliteration of thoughts created by patients, imprinting their visions in parallel dimensions while escaping reality and disappearing into the deep layers of space-time continuum. The extra-dimensional areas are called memory wastelands. The Institute staff travel to parallel dimensions, which keep on expanding and become more and more dangerous, and destroys them using a mind reader device. Professor Kalandowski has built the intermediate room for its staff, where the staff members travelling to other dimensions can return during their work. It was created mainly to protect the workers from anomalous subsequently forming in new dimensions. Many of the staff members risk their lives so that they can keep working on new obliteration methods to reduce the ever-increasing danger. Cutting back from parallel dimension requires massive amounts of energy in order to generate a space-time tunnel, so such travels may last days for the workers, and that is why they can use the intermediate room as shelter. I missed. How the fuck did I miss? There we go. Get away! Oh, hell no. Another one done. I'll go pick up some more ammo. Oh, hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, come on. Give me that health. Die. Where are you? I've run out of... There's a nut spiffing. Right, I need to get that one over there. Oh, good. No, ain't staying to this time, Satan. Before I die, let me look at stars one last time. Well, that was certainly interesting. So I'm going to, looks like I'm going to have to destroy more parallel dimensions of these patients. If I destroy parallel dimensions, am I destroying the patients? Are those patients dying? Because the F.W.A.N said for me to close these dimensions, someone's dying. Is that the patients? Is that going to be my team? I don't know. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I've been Geek. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.